Before I get this video going, guys and girls out there, maybe go over to the subscribe button and smash that puppy. I've been losing subscribers over the last little while because I haven't been putting out videos. We'll get into all of this in this video. So hit the subscribe button and let's get going here. Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. I'm back on the streets of Nanning City, China. I got back about 3 days ago, and you can tell by my background that we are really in China. Yes, that's a barbecue dog back there. And this is a tall boy Li Chan beer. This tall boy Li Chan beer costs less than $1 Canadian. Oh yeah, and you wonder why I love China. So we've been back for 3 days, as I say. In the first 2 days, we're cleaning the house because it's been sitting empty for a while. Wei Feng's brother was here. He left a mess, but that's another story. And then my computer was down, so I had to go get that fixed. And my bike needed batteries and brakes and throttle handle and stuff like that. So I had to get all that fixed. I got the bike fixed first, of course, because I need my bike. Need the computer too, mind you. But after a hard day of getting things fixed, I was riding my bike that runs really good now over to boy, it's loud, eh? It's always loud in China. That's one of the things that I notice now after being in Canada for 14 months, that it is loud here. But so I was riding my e-bike over to the computer shop to get my computer fixed, and I was a little grumpy, you know, a little rough around the edges, tired and whatever, because the trip over here is 36 hours. I'll get to that in a minute. And I started looking around thinking, I'm riding my e-bike through mainland China, a city in southern China, Nanning City, 8 million people. My biggest problem is that I've got to go get my computer fixed, and I sort of changed my mind about being grumpy to being thankful that I could spend time in a place like this, because a lot of people don't have the time, the opportunity, the money to actually go through something like this. Hello. Hello. You know, you see happy faces everywhere. It's you know, life is good, but I can see why a lot of people, you know, I've done a lot of videos about retiring in China, and I can see why a lot of people don't go to China now and spend time here. First off, you got to get a visa. We're on a resident permit, so we didn't have to do that, but that'll run out in another 3 or 4 months. So we're going to have to get that settled. But there's not a lot of direct flights to China anymore. Before the pandemic, you could run from Nanaimo to Shanghai for 320 Canadian dollars. Those days are not, those days are long gone. It costs Wei Feng and me about $2,500, actually a little bit more than $2,500 per person for a round trip into China now. And it took 36 hours. 36 hours. You gotta fly from Nanaimo to Vancouver, 6 hours in the Vancouver airport, then 13 hours on a flight to Taipei, a couple hours in Taipei, then another couple hours to Hong Kong. Then you've got to get out of Hong Kong, immigration, and I went through immigration in Hong Kong into China, and we're sitting there waiting for a high-speed train because not a lot of direct flights from Hong Kong to Nanning. So we're waiting for the high-speed train, and along comes a guy who recognized me right away, had me on his cell phone, and is this you? Yeah, okay. It turned out he was Chinese immigration working on the Hong Kong border. So, you know, there's people of all walks of life that actually watch videos like this, and I think they like it because it's pro-China. And what's not to like? You know, there's no mass shootings, there's no violence, there's you know, the economy is growing, construction going crazy, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The high-speed trains will get you from here to there for a couple hundred RMB, which is like inexpensive. So anyway, that's great. And he said goodbye, and away we went. So then we get on the high-speed train, and we take the high-speed train from Hong Kong to Guangzhou. It takes about an hour. and then we got 20 minutes to make it from that high-speed train to the high-speed train that takes us from Guangzhou to Nanning. By this time, I've been on the road for 33 hours. I am thirsty. So Wei Fong asked the only guy that looked like he worked on the train, and it was a police officer in his uniform, yes. And she says, "Do they sell beer on this train?" He looks at her and he goes, "No, they don't." And then away he went type thing. We thought nothing more of it. It wasn't 3, 4, or 5 minutes later, I don't know. And this guy that works in the confectionery on the train is standing there with 3 ice-cold tall boy foreign beers for me. And I'm thinking, there is a God, you know what I mean? Like, holy smokes. But the idea that you ask a police officer and he says no, and then he checks it for you and actually sends somebody over with beer, it's a total 180 degrees from what a police officer in the West would be doing on your behalf. You know what I mean? They just say like, "No, fuck you," and that would be the end of it. Or an immigration officer coming up to you and saying, "Oh, I watch your videos and stuff." They just don't do that on the border. Here, the immigration officers and the police are normal people. They're your father, your brother, your sister, your uncle, they're just regular people that have that type of job. They don't have that superiority complex as what they do in the Western world. And I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, okay, you've been in Canada for 14 months. Everybody knows why we went back to Canada, because Wei Fong's cancer came back, and people want an update on that. She's doing good enough to come to China and spend 36 hours in airports, on airplanes, and on high-speed trains. She gets tired a lot easier than she used to, and yes, she still is in treatment. And that will go on for the foreseeable future. But the idea that she wanted to come back to China, and we had a window of opportunity to do it, so here we are, and both of us are loving it. She wanted to come back and see her dad. He's in an old folks home, and he's in pretty rough old shape type thing, and she wanted to see her friends, but most of all she wanted to come back and eat the food in China. And that's what we've been doing steadily for the last 3 days. We haven't gone really to the wet market to buy any groceries. What we've done is we've gone to the wet market to buy some fruits, and everything else is eating out in restaurants. So the fridge is empty, and you know what I mean. We're on vacation. We probably will get into cooking, but not today. And I know there's a lot of people been saying, "Gweilo, where the hell are you? What's going on?" And I have to apologize for not getting back to a lot of people, but YouTube, if you think about it, takes up a lot of time. Like, seriously, a lot of time. You have to come up with a concept for the videos. You have to actually go out and make the videos. You have to edit the videos. You have to upload the videos. You have to police your channel, because there's a lot of trolls out there. You have to sort of talk with the people that watch your videos, and it just takes a lot of time. And with Wei Fong going through all of the treatments that she was going through, and they poked and prodded and injected and took scans and this and that and the other thing, and this was an ongoing thing for 14 months. So this beer makes me burp. So I had to make a choice whether I was going to make YouTube videos or help take care of Wei Fong, and I chose Wei Fong over the videos, as it wasn't even a choice I had to think about. But now that we're back in China, Wei Fong's doing good. She's doing better. She's feeling good. She gets, as I say, she gets tired easier in the afternoon, so she goes for a nap. But other than that, she's doing great. So Gweilo 60 is going to be making videos for the foreseeable future again. It's not just the idea that I had to help Wei Fong and whatever, that I stopped videos. Because I had a studio set up in our home in Nanaimo, but lo and behold, Wei Fong's brother moved in with us, and we only have a 2-bedroom patio home on Vancouver Island. So it's either have him sleep on the couch in the living room or convert my studio into a bedroom. Yes, Wei Fong's brother wrecked my studio party. Wei Fong's brother can't live in Canada forever, so I'll get my studio back sooner or later, and we'll be flipping back and forth between Canada and China because Wei Fong's got ongoing treatment, and that's just the way of it. And that, my friends, is another video from Gweilo 60 on the streets of Nanning City. Oh, I love it here. Like, seriously, I do. On the streets of Nanning City. If you like this video, as I said in the beginning of this video, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button. Don't forget to resubscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. And thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out. Yes, that is beer. Peace out. Have a good day. Bye now.